years ago, really.
What were you saying about Nickulott and VRX Protects again?
Okay, so nickulott protecting EX2 while unorthodox. I guess like this is less a guess. Like they want to get the they just want to get the leverage pick protected really. Kasi yun yung pinaka auto jam, and if I remember correctly, nickulott is more of an auto jammer talaga in the first place.
Okay.
Now for VRX naman, yung protect niya na Rise 4, I mean, it's the core jack pick. VRX's core jacks are really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yun.
So that's just a recap of the protects. Yeah, I just have to fix the audio and everything. Okay, looks like it's good.
Okay naman, si VRX banning LN1, that's really good.
Yeah, yun naman talaga dapat yung ban ni VRX. I'm not surprised to see that get banned, pero I really think it should have been LN2. It still makes a lot of sense though. I think it still could have been LN2, but still, LN1 is still a good ban.
Okay, so ngayon naman, let's see what nickulott is gonna go. What nickulott is gonna go for. Okay, banning ultra rhythm. Actually, I like this. Like at least personally speaking, EX1 does look a bit more straightforward than the two tech rise picks. So medyo kailangan mag-ingat lang. Like I feel like nickulott is gonna thrive a bit more on the straightforward rise picks really for the most part.
Yep.
Kung kailangan niya laruin, those rise picks are gonna be a bit more the more straightforward ones are gonna be a bit more safer for nickulott when VRX does pick like the likes of Rise 2 or Rise 3.
Alright, so I'm feeling. Oh, so it's going to be LN3 first for
nickulott.
Which interesting.
Okay, so ano ba? Okay, so LN3 we have Laserite. So ano ba? Like this chart is a really good pick for nickulott to open this match on. Like at least looking parang puro leveraging lang to eh. You saw the protect. It is EX2. And EX2 is literally like a harder version of
Yep.
like a hard combination of LN1 and LN3. Kaya I feel like VRX actually banning LN1 is like a really good move.
Alright, so let's see how this one goes really. Ngayon, what just happened?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a really rough start there for VRX.
Something tells me that was a keyboard problem. Kasi there's no way that's how VRX starts it. Being down 21,000 points to start is a really bad sign. Kasi there's no telling. I mean, that miss would have already deducted a bit from their lead.
And like it sucks that like it had to be at the very start of the chart pile. Like this is a really short pick. Like that big of a moment basically tells us like, hey, I think you've already lost the chart before it even started.
And that's a big problem.
Like, that's really unfortunate.
Okay, something tells me the keyboard problems. There could be some.
Yeah, that has to be keyboard problems. Like I feel like it's column 3 yata.
It could be, but we have to see in the later half of the chart. There's still a latter part, pero we don't know how nickulott is gonna be performing here just yet. So if VRX is starting to find a few drops here, then parang it's really concerning. Kasi the denser LNs really is something VRX has to fix. And I did see something in the chat, and I actually agree. VRX should have probably banned the full LN pick, which is I think LN4. Dapat yun na lang yung binan na. Kasi itong part na to.
Okay, nickulott finds a miss, but does it really matter at this point?
Wait a minute. Huh. if nickulott found a drop there, then maybe LN4
Yeah.
wasn't exactly the ban VRX should have made.
Okay, Nickulott. Medyo nagiging unstable siya actually on the denser islands as well. So something to take note of lang. VRX, like despite the drops, is actually maintaining accuracy. Like
This is a
okay,
fake. This is a fake lead,
that-
by the way. They should
yeah.
have been like. There should have been like 30,000 points. I mean,
Yeah.
wow. Wait, look at that
Wow,
ratio.
the ratio. Oh.
So evident lang na physicalities though. Okay, keybinds. Yeah, okay. So kaya pala. Kaya pala. That explains it.
Okay,
So
so
that explains what
hopefully,
happened.
hopefully they don't forget fixing that.
That's the problem eh. Keyboards can happen. Keyboard problems can happen. I mean, I would know. I've experienced a lot of those in tournaments now. And it's very, very, very demoralizing. Okay, so... Oh, Rice 3? Interesting. Siguro VRX. But what's good for Rice players kasi is there's so many options out there. But same can be said for the LN players as there's still the EX
Okay.
and even the hybrids. Kaya I don't think this is really a done deal just yet.
Indeed. And actually, no, like it's actually really good that VRX found out the issue on their opponent's pick.
Yeah, kasi that was his own pick.
Oo.
Dapat siya.
Ano siya, like that's like the best. That's like the best possible scenario for something as bad as that.
Yun na nga.
Kasi hindi mo effectively did not really throw away the point.
Okay, so now, I guess VRX is trying to take advantage of his ratio. Nickulott
Indeed.
is hoping to be as consistent or more consistent than VRX. Okay, well that's exactly what Nickulott has to hope for. Kasi yung accuracy ni VRX is certainly better.
Pero VRX is actually dropping a few notes really, and that's actually not gonna help VRX at all really. And then that big drop actually puts them now below Nickulott's accuracy.
Pero the good
For a few moments.
The good news is if Nickulott makes a mistake dito, it's gonna affect the lead a lot more. Kasi VRX has the acting. Ayun lang, si VRX.
Kaso nga, like VRX cannot take advantage of that if they keep on finding misses really. This might actually look like a full-on keyboard issue, I'd say. And there's some big miss coming from nickulott, dropping them to below 99.2%, but VRX trades it. Hindi niya maano.
Kahit 2 misses less lang, this would have already been enough. But here's the thing, nickulott is starting to get a little bit unstable, so I have a feeling this could be deducted. Never mind, because VRX goes again. Nako, that's a big problem.
Nako. And like the density of the chart is just gonna get worse, really.
Pero wait lang ha. If you say that, then there might be a little bit of chance. However, now that VRX has the lower accuracy, yun ang malala. Nickulott has okay, there we go. That's the first one, but there has to be many more.
The lead is huge. The lead is huge though. Kaya like I'm not really sure. Like I feel like this might actually be an outright keyboard issue here for VRX. Kasi you don't normally see this. You don't normally see this moment coming from VRX really. And Nickulott is on their way to pick up their second point of this match.
And a break point as well. What I'm really interested to see is the accuracy of these two. That could have been much cool. Yeah, the better ratio.
Yun nga eh. Better ratio.
Pero the fifth, okay, nagulat ako sa 200s. Akala ko, VRX would have the better 200 count. It didn't look like that. Siguro sa dulo na medyo napagod si VRX. That's probably what have happened. Ngayon, when we saw Bueno and Wewodge play nung last week, the thing is kasi, although Bueno probably missed a bit more, yung accuracy kasi ni Bueno and was much stronger, and at the same time, he had the consistency to be able to keep up. Kaya parang, I am not sure what to feel about VRX right now. That's a really scary situation to be.
Yeah, and now it's gonna be Nickulott's pick as well. And like, if you want to take advantage of that, you're looking into what? Ano, LN2 Recta.
Alam mo what I would say?
Actually, not LN2, maybe LN4. Not even that, EX2.
Okay, but EX2,
Oo.
I don't think that's the pick to make yet. It's way too early in the match.
Okay, Hybrid 3.
If you want to pick
Pwede,
your
pwede.
Protect, if you want to
This
pick your
is-
Protect, usually, this is something you want to pick later on. Hindi mo na ngayon. You're not in a crucial part of the match. Wag muna. Yun lang.
Pero like ano eh. Kaso nga lang ano, like, it's the reason why I'm saying like EX2 might be something Nickulott could look at
Yeah?
as a pick was because notice mo panay misses si VRX.
Yeah, that's the thing eh.
Oo. Yun yung ano, that's like the thing I'm looking at. And honestly speaking, like kung ano, like if we're talking about straightforward like ano, intuitive picks, edi yeah sure, you have LN2, you have LN4, you have EX2. But now in this case, Nickulott is going for Hybrid 3 and now na napag-isipan ko, this is actually a really good pick against someone who is prone to misses.
Yeah, baka nga yun yung iniisip ni Nickulott dito. Pero medyo, I'm a bit doubtful pa din na parang VRX has an advantage. I still think this is a very Nickulott pick. Which, based from what I'm hearing from you, it makes a lot of sense. Honestly nga, all Nickulott has to do is pick something that VRX will probably miss a lot in. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, yung miscount ni Nickulott is significantly better, at least with the charts that we've seen so far. Right on cue, by the way.
Ayun nga eh. Well, this is what I said. This is a really good pick against someone who is prone to misses right now. And not to mention, this chart has a lot of shields. And the thing nga lang po is that Nickulott also needs to be super careful because the accuracy still is in VRX's side. VRX's favor pa rin.
Yeah, that's the thing eh. Pero, now that VRX found some drops, that's not gonna be the case. Instead, it's gonna go to Nickulott.
Okay, yeah, that's a big drop there coming from that sequence of VRX, and that's another one. And that will help Nickulott stretch this lead a bit more. Few more misses coming from VRX, and I think like ano eh, like Nickulott just needs to maintain this momentum right now.
Yun lang. I actually agree, pero more misses from VRX is definitely not gonna help. The problem kasi is, again, if VRX can't maintain some sort of consistency, then he's really in for some trouble. Especially since O2 Jam players, at least from what I've noticed, they tend to have very low miscounts despite not really being the best ACK players. Even though VRX is definitely really strong in accuracy, it's just really not what he needs to perform like right now.
We're seeing a few misses come from Nickulott, but like the lead is huge enough that even like stray misses every now and then is not really gonna affect it. Especially that VRX is also trading the said misses.
Yeah, yun na nga.
Oo.
That's the problem. Hindi makapitalize ni VRX yung opportunities na binibigay sa kanya eh. And now that Nickulott is able to just out-act VRX on this part, that's really what concerns me a lot on this chart. And this is exactly why Nickulott takes the point once again. Once again, VRX having the better ratio. There's a common trend we're seeing here. Better ratio, but just cannot be consistent.
Okay, so now VRX has the opportunity to finally get the first point. Pero it's not really boding very well. Eto, I feel like maybe Rise 4, you bring it out now, stop the bleeding and all. So nga lang, I'm not sure if it would even help considering the amount of misses that we've seen, even in the more straightforward stuff.
I think he has to, in my opinion, I think VRX has to choose. Eto ba, this is gonna be a risky pick, pero Rice 1 sana. But no!
Rice 5 instead. Huh. Alam mo, I really think it should have been Rice 1. Kasi kung isipin mo, I don't think this is the kind of pick that nickulott will be consistent in. That's why I have a feeling na that pick in particular could really help VRX. Kasi yun na nga, like what I said, I don't think Rice 1 is a pick that nickulott will be very consistent in. And considering that VRX hasn't been consistent this entire match, I feel like he should have just went for that, in my opinion.
Pick. Like, even if this is like a VRX pick talaga, I'm just not confident enough that that they are able to lower down that miscount. If they can, then yeah, this pick is a sure point for VRX. At yun na nga sinasabi ko.
I really have a feeling that this is more than just
This is more than... Oh. I actually feel like this is some keyboard issue, underlying keyboard issue that we're lang. Because I don't feel like it's a difficulty of the pool as well. Like they're able to 99 a lot of the charts.
Well, now, this is actually really concerning to me. Kasi even without the misses, halatang halata nickulott has the upper hand even in accuracy. So right now, we're seeing VRX not able to capitalize on his accuracy alone. So that's a very concerning thing.
Yep. Now VRX finding a few more misses. nickulott trying to get back to 99%. There you go. They finally do so. Kaso nga lang a few act drops nga lang. Kaso, like look, like despite all of the act drops, the combo is still right there. And now, while I could definitely see that VRX is actually ratioing this chart, they're actually hitting later than they should.
Ayun lang. So that's kind of a sign na hindi siya able to physically keep with this chart, and VRX starting to find more drops. The lates are really not helping at all. Even though it seems to be that his hits are a bit more centered, nickulott finally finding a drop, but that's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, like again, as I mentioned, the lead is huge enough that any stray misses from nickulott is not really gonna affect things too much, especially that your opponent is trading them. Like this is a really safe lead now, unless nickulott manages to miss an entire sequence of notes, which I would think is very impossible unless you're intentionally throwing the chart.
Well, VRX would have to hope that some anchors or something will cause nickulott to drop a lot. Medyo malabo eh. Right now, I have a feeling that the accuracy and the consistency disadvantage of VRX is a bit too much to overcome. But wait a second, actually nickulott starting to drop a little bit. Pero no misses pa din. Okay, that's not the player you'd want to miss though. If you want to see a closer match.
But the chart is about to end, so that miss is gonna be very late, if anything. And there you go. nickulott picks up chart number 4, point number 4.
What's funny is the ratio is very similar. Yun na nga, it's really just a physicality problem. That means Exile might not be that good of a pick after all.
for
Right.
VRX. I was thinking nga maybe Exile was the best choice. Kasi
Indeed.
ayun, kasi yung consistency ni Nicolot parang I don't think that's his strength eh. But now VRX is down 2 breakpoints. Probably
Okay,
Nicoloit
so
picks maybe X2, but Surf, I believe you have something
yeah.
to say first.
Yeah, I will unfortunately have to take my leave from the commentary booth for now due to a few things that I need to go to. I'll be back though tonight for the 4K matches. We'll see you guys mamaya.
Well, it was great to
Have fun with the rest of the matches.
Well, it was great to commentate with you. I hope to be able to see you later then. Alright, so for now, it's going to be Phoenix. I actually think this is a good choice for I think it's a very good choice for Nickulott here. I mean, this was his protect after all. So I can definitely see where he's coming from when he chose this chart. Alright, so I mean, this is a very ode to jam oriented chart. So I can understand why Nickulott would want to choose this. By the way, EX picks, what do you mean by EX picks? They are generally picks that are harder than most of, if not all of the pool. Like they're harder way around, so this will be like finals. At the very least, I think. So now, what's fine interesting is that VRX actually has the advantage. But this is definitely going to be pretty temporary, as Nickulott will try to find an advantage in a bit, because this accuracy actually goes to VRX ever so slightly. It's a bit too early to call. Here we go. What I actually find interesting right now is the fact that VRX actually has the advantage. I actually didn't expect that. But then, as time passes on, I have a feeling this lead is gonna start to shift back to Nickulott, but actually no. What's happening here? Nickulott is the one finding drops. Actually, it's VRX who's gonna be consistent here. What is going on? VRX finding a drop, finally. But this is insane. They both trade as well, so this is not gonna affect it much. The VRX and Nickulott trade again. 60,000 points. Oh, what's happening? This is actually unironically insane. I didn't expect to see VRX starting to find his own footing here. But I'm actually happy that it's the case. It means that he's able to keep up. Alright, so right now, the problem that we have to really look at is, can VRX maintain this consistency that he's really been needing to look at or needing to have? It's not over just yet. That miss from VRX, but Nickulott dropping as well. Wow, this is a big turn of events because VRX is starting to gain some traction. Nickulott is the one dropping. What is VRX doing? That's a miss from VRX. Oh, that's 2 huge misses. 3. Oh, VRX has to hold on. That's 8,000 points off. But it's not enough. That's 30,000. Nickulott dropping there. Might have sealed the deal. VRX drops, but that's not enough. Nickulott drops more. Wow! What a point for VRX, and one of the most unexpected points. And just like that. What just happened? What just happened?
This is definitely not over yet. I can't believe VRX got this. I can't believe VRX got this breakpoint. It's actually really interesting. What just happened? What's going on? Okay, so a timeout's happening. So that means So what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a 2-minute timeout, and then we're going to be seeing a 2-minute timer for the pick. I still can't believe that it's what happened here. Okay, so we'll have to see first what's gonna happen. I think VRX has to choose aquatic at this point. Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see this, how it goes. Okay, so I really think it should be aquatic now. It definitely has to be aquatic. Because I feel like VRX can benefit heavily by winning on his own protect. And if he's very confident in winning that chart, then it's definitely what he has to go for. Alright, so seems to be that it's going to be Rise 4 indeed. Yeah, I agree with this pick. You have to remember, this was VRX's Protect. And it also helps that the previous pick was Nickulott's Protect. So this pick is basically VRX responding his opponent's Protect with his own Protect. So that's very interesting to see. So I actually understand why VRX will choose this. Alright, so now we'll get to see how VRX performs here. Alright, here we go. What I want to see though is the big question is basically, can VRX be consistent here? Now, the good thing is there is still consistency between two players. So that's gonna be a very big thing. I'm actually really nervous because it's starting to show that VRX has a short advantage, but nickulott is not too far behind. That if VRX were to find a drop, then it's going to go to nickulott here. But I think time is on VRX's side right now. But you have to remember, VRX has shown more misses than nickulott in this entire match. Kaya I'm really nervous right now. Although nickulott has the accuracy disadvantage, it's not over just yet. VRX finding a drop. That's gonna be huge. It's gonna go to nickulott anytime soon. But we're in a break section. Thankfully, the combo advantage is... It's okay, it's a nickulott side right now, but it's not over just yet. So, thankfully, VRX's accuracy is just more than enough. That's all there. No! That's a miss. That's two misses from VRX rather. There are still
No drops from nickulott right now. Oh my gosh. If nickulott can retain this consistency, that's all he has to do, because VRX is starting to drop. I see some, that's 250s just in that section alone. It's the density is really starting to get. But yeah, nickulott's starting to get unstable, so at some point, VRX has to stay consistent and hope that nickulott finds a drop anytime soon. But it's not happening. nickulott is so consistent right now. Just imagine. Oh, those are 200s from nickulott. That's scary, but VRX trades a miss. Oh, I can't believe nickulott's still holding a full combo. Oh my goodness. 100k points left. There are no difficult parts left. I think that does it. nickulott secures this point. No, wait. That's too late though. It has to be another miss. But it's a bit too late. It does not matter. 13. The accuracy disadvantage that nickulott had, it would make you think. It would make you think that VRX won this, but that's not the case. That's crazy. I can't believe, even with the ratio difference, that nickulott still won. That's crazy. Hybrid 1. Huh. I don't actually. Oh wait, this is Magical Cure Love Shot. Oh, it's Miku Beam. I love this song. It's very catchy. Yeah, it's a very, very catchy song. Alright, here we go. So it is going to be Magical Cure Love Shot. I can't wait to see how this chart goes. But we saw VRX1 and EX2, so I don't think this is a done deal just yet. Although that first drop might be a very bad sign of things to come. It's a 2,000 point advantage for nickulott right now, but that's gonna increase even more. As the patterns get a bit denser and more short LNs come into play, it definitely will benefit nickulott more if VRX cannot remain that consistency. Even if VRX has the potential to have the better accuracy, it's not gonna mean anything if you can't be consistent. I'm starting to get scared. Oh, that's a bad miss from VRX. This is just within a break section as well. Alright, so that's more miss from VRX, but nickulott trying. Yeah, nickulott trying to remain consistent. That's all he's gotta do. VRX finding a few drops, but nickulott trades one back. That's actually pretty big. That one shaved off a few thousand points. But VRX dropping again on these sections, that's not gonna help his case at all. Alright, here we go. Now, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Alright, I'm so curious to see what this part is like. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, okay, so it's a bit of chord stream. You'd think VRX has a chance, but VRX finding a few misses on. This is not the section you'd want to find those misses on. Especially since I would have thought this could be a part where VRX could regain some combo. I'm surprised, and now we're in the LN section. nickulott finding a drop. Oh, wait, no, that's actually interesting. Yeah, VRX is slowly creeping into this lead, but nickulott has to start dropping something. VRX instead is the one who drops 2 times in a row, canceling all the opportunity nickulott gave. Oh, this part actually benefits nickulott, I think. Never mind, I'm so sorry. That's a drop from nickulott. VRX trades 1 though. Again, this is really just a battle of who can be more consistent. And nickulott finding a drop. I'm scared. Because this last part could be make or break. It's not over just yet. VRX finding a drop. That could be it. But if nickulott can trade some of them, it doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. This is actually pretty close too. And we're just gonna be seeing who gets the point here. VRX basically seals the deal. Just like that, nickulott takes the match 6-1. But there are so many opportunities for VRX to win. The ratio again is so much better on VRX's side. And the 200 count as well. That's crazy. The ratio of VRX is so much better. But the consistency for nickulott is just much better. So just like that, it's going to be nickulott who wins this match. And actually a very interesting fashion. Because I really have a feeling nickulott could have lost the momentum or something. But VRX was just not able to capitalize on the moment where it seemed like VRX had a chance. But that's not going to be the case as nickulott takes the victory. Now, we are going to be looking at the state of the bracket, the SOBA. As yes, Aurelia is going to be facing nickulott here. And now, oh my goodness, the next stream is going to be Sandy versus Arcanolivirus. This is probably the biggest match of this day. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen here. I'm really excited to see how this match goes. Alright, so we'll be seeing 19 minutes from now. Man. So yeah, that's gonna be the next match. Don't worry, this is gonna get streamed. I bet everyone is going to be waiting for this match. Alright, that's it for now for this match. Good game well played to nickulott. Congrats on the win. And VRX did so good as well. Thank you so much everyone for coming to the stream. You do not want to miss the next match. Sunny versus Arcanolivirus. Take care everyone. Stay safe. And thank you so much for coming to the stream.